Hello, my name is Ryan Meyer, and this is my Week 6 case study presentation over the case of Taylor versus Wake Forest University. So this case is found in Chapter 5, and it involves the plaintiff Greg F. Taylor and the defendant Wake Forest University. The main issue in this case was the failure to meet contractual obligations by the plaintiff. Basically, to set the scene, Greg F. Taylor was recruited by Wake Forest University to play football and was offered a full scholarship for the 4 years he was scheduled to play football to the university. And in the scholarship contract agreement, it noted, in quotes, "I agree to maintain eligibility for intercollegiate athletics under both conference and institutional rules." Greg Taylor failed to meet the academic eligibility standards when his GPA fell to a 1.0 during his freshman year of college, and the required GPA as a freshman at the university was a 1.35 to maintain athletic eligibility. Therefore, Taylor was deemed ineligible for that football season. At this point, the plaintiff notified the coaching staff that he would not participate in the regular football practice sessions until his grades improved. So even though he was not allowed to play in games, he was still expected to practice per his contractual agreement for a scholarship. His second semester of freshman year, which would have been the spring semester, Taylor obtained a 1.9 GPA, which brought his GPA above the eligibility threshold requirement, which is above that 1.35. At this point, Taylor informed the athletic department and football coaching staff that he would not continue playing football even into the next semester. Taylor's GPA rose to a 2.4 in his fall semester of sophomore year, and he continued to not participate in the football program. At that point, Wake Forest University then notified Taylor that a hearing would be held regardless of the status of the scholarship, since he was not a part of the athletic program anymore and was voluntarily not participating in the football program. Wake Forest University's athletic committee recommended that Greg Taylor's scholarship be terminated due to breach of contract. Since Taylor voluntarily left the football program and decided not to participate in regular scheduled football sessions, the university felt that he had not met the terms that were agreed upon in a scholarship contract. The scholarship committee at the university accepted the recommendation of the athletic committee, and Taylor's scholarship had been terminated effective of his sophomore year. Taylor continued to attend the university for 2 more academic years, ultimately graduating from the university with a bachelor's degree. But at that point, he now owed $5,500 for tuition and fees from those 2 academic years that he was not on an athletic scholarship. The plaintiffs contend that there was a genuine issue as to a material fact that a jury should determine whether Taylor acted reasonably and in good faith in refusing to participate in the football program at Wake Forest when such participation interfered with reasonable academic progress. However, the scholarship application that was filed by Greg Taylor stated, in quotes, "I agree to maintain eligibility for intercollegiate athletics under both conference and institutional rules. Training rules for intercollegiate athletics are the rules of the institution, and I agreed to abide by them." Therefore, Wake Forest University had the right to terminate Greg Taylor's scholarship and require him to pay back the tuition he owed for the 2 years that he was not a part of the football program at the university, even though he really wasn't a part of the football program ever because he was academically ineligible and right away basically stated that he wasn't going to return to practice as early as his first semester in school. And kind of what I learned from this, in an athletic director sense, you should always ensure that all athletes understand the scholarship contract they're signing. You should cover what happens in the event of a sports-related injury, non-sport-related injury, as well as academic ineligibility or dismissal from the program. So if you're working in a college, ensuring that all athletes that are signing a scholarship understand what they're signing for, what happens in the event of an injury related to the sport that they play, versus if they decide to walk away from the sport, what happens with their scholarship. Kind of covering all the bases to ensure that stuff like this doesn't happen, because this student kind of saw that there was, I wouldn't say a loophole, but there was a possibility that the academic progress would trump the actual athletic side of it. But since he signed saying that he would be involved with practice sessions and all of the other things that go along with football, and he didn't do that, Wake Forest University had the right to terminate a scholarship.